Community-based tourism in Namibia is still in its fledgling stages. However, an increasing number of indigenous people are starting to take fate into their own hands by getting actively involved in Namibia's growing tourism industry and the untapped potential of this subset. One such example is the Angola Traditional Homestead Lodge. The Angola Village Homestead is situated at the Angola Yanetanga village, some 35 kilometers east of Ondangwa, and is a brainchild of Peter Shimwefeleni Kauluma. As you enter Angola village, there's a sign here that states that it was officially opened by the then Prime Minister, that is Anas Angola, under the administration of Hifikepunye Pohamba, of course, on the 25th of August 2012. With the provision of overnight accommodation, Angola Village offers visitors the opportunity to discover and experience typical Awambo habitat while celebrating and respecting traditional cultures, rituals, and wisdom. Our morning began with a tour of the homestead by local Erickson Shilomboleni. Although the homestead comprises of some modern elements like electricity, running water and Wi-Fi, much of the area still encompasses characteristics of a traditional Awambo home. Angola Village has all the fundamentals of community-based tourism, offering locals income in the form of employment as land managers, entrepreneurs, service and produce providers. Some part of the tourist income is set aside for projects which provide benefits to the community as a whole. One such project is the Multipurpose Community Center, which offers computer classes to local teachers and learners.
We have 3 schools in the surrounding that are benefiting from this project: Nanona, Angola, then Otunganga.
And how many learners do you have in total here?
We more than 200.
More than 200.
More than 200.
Wow.
They normally come after class, weekend.
Yeah.
And then we used to have some volunteers from Europe to come and do the training.
Yeah. With the assistance of foreign donors, the center is currently equipped with 10 computers, but is still in need of more. This foreign generosity further extends to volunteer teaching.
Volunteers from Europe, they normally applied, then they can come and 1 month or 2 months.
Yeah. All right, and they've been consistent?
Yeah, they've been consistent. Okay. Right now we're just waiting for one from Germany to come and stay for a month, then go back.
We made our way to the pottery chamber. Pottery making is an ancient practice among African communities and still thrives in northern Namibia. Here at Angola, pottery forms an integral part of operations here and has been in existence since the establishment of the homestead. Just in terms of how this contributes to the local community in terms of income, how impactful has that been?
Actually, it's community are benefiting because some of their local products they are selling and then they make income and also earn living from it.
Yeah, and people are buying this.
As well, tourists are also buying, and they also plus community members.
Fantastic. Well, let's go take a look inside. The ceramics are made of clay collected from oshanas. This, mixed with water, is molded by hand into objects of a required shape and then heated at high temperatures, which removes all the water from the clay, increasing their strength, hardening, and setting their shape. Pottery making is a very delicate process. Even the slightest change in atmosphere, be it wind, temperature, pressure, or humidity, may affect the quality of the final product, and thus the chamber was built underground. The art of pottery making has been passed from generation to generation.
These are the experts in the village. These skills was transferred to them by their mothers when they were young. Yeah. Still, they are also doing the same. They transfer the skill to the young generation so much that the skill can remain. Okay. Or the legacy can remain.
These ladies here make different kinds of clay pots, so to say, and they are used for various purposes, ranging from storing, that is a drink such as omahongo, which is a traditional drink brewed from the marula fruit, for instance, to smaller clay pots, which can be used for relishes, like meat and evanda, which is a local spinach, that is, as the ladies explained here. Of course, as you can see here, there are different sizes. For instance, this would be used to store omahongo, and the smaller ones could be used to store relish and other types of foods. Really interesting initiative, I must say here. And of course, these ladies have been doing it for several years. They've been here from the onset, that is 2012, and in the process, they're also passing on, that is the tradition of pot making here.
Our tour of the homestead continued. The Angola village homestead prides itself in practicing good self-sustainability, and this can be seen in activities like crop production. Much of the food here is homegrown. The home has all the makings of a traditional Awambo home, a field for growing crops like mahangu, and a silo area to store the staple food. This traditional storage method can preserve millet for up to 4 to 5 years using ash to keep away termites. The homestead further has a pounding area where much of the food is refined. The Angola homestead also offers recreational activities like the Owela game.
This is the game of Owela, a very ancient game. It was played during the earliest years of Namibia. It's common across various traditions and cultures and tribes, for instance. It's played amongst the Ovaherero people, it's played amongst the Damara Nama people, and of course amongst the Awambo people. So it's a very popular game, similar to what you would call chess today. And of course, it takes critical thinking and calculation, so to say, in this game. Job is very familiar.
We're hitting each other.
Do people talk
For
and like say like,
Ooh,
bah!
super.
Yeah. Spanked you.
Super. We call it now in local language or dialect of Shuambo. Na pabali. When you have to so that your opponent can feel better.
You rub it in his face.
Yeah, you talk like, I hit you. Take that one.
Smacked him.
Yeah, so that he can feel and he get out of the game.
Yeah.
Then,
Or for those who prefer other forms of leisure, the nearby cooker shops might just have the thing for you. Locals around here like to indulge in local brews after a long day of labor, and one such popular drink is known as tombo, a fermentation of sorts.
So we are here at the Angola cooker shops. Of course, a very popular place here in the area where many people come and relax after a hard day of labor. Of course, just sit down and unwind and socialize a bit. I'm going to try one of their popular drinks here. Of course, it's called tombo. I'm sure many of you are aware or have heard it once or twice in your lifetime. Let me try this. Interesting. That's all I'm going to say. Interesting.
And that concludes our time here at the Angola homestead. Tomorrow, we head out to explore more of what northern Namibia has to offer in terms of cultural and heritage tourism.
Kautaka getu popse, ngodiange tulombole. Kautaka getu popse, ngodiange tulombole. Nemendo anekoto, wangolona kanime. Ujambala wanambo, kanana ka indobo. Takala na venale. Chamana na vihuna menuange, takala na venale. Kashina shwana Angola, kashina wano ukongwe, wano ubupa kongola, wambia koshulu, pemendu anekoto, na nile wananduri, akutota wanangola, kabio no kadona, wajako ngumbito nyanye, wakanjiwe wadela, wajako tonyo wangele.